Gabby got inhibited. Once upon a time, there was a college student named Gabby who had a drug problem. She had a lot of anxiety due to her courses and used drugs to cope. Gabby went to the local pharmacy to drop off a prescription of Valium she took from her roommate, who had mentioned how it helped with anxiety. She was nervous because the prescription wasn't hers, so she did her best to fool the pharmacist. Meanwhile, the pharmacist noticed her suspicious behavior and made a note to check her ID when she returned. 2 hours later, Gabby returned to the pharmacy to pick up the prescription, feeling very anxious. The pharmacist asked for her ID and she began to freak out. Feeling threatened by her erratic behavior, the pharmacist called 911. Police responded to the scene and arrested Gabby. She tested positive for THC, and because of her actions, she was sentenced to take a drug course.
Sorry I'm late. I was just working in the lab.
Oh, that's fine.
Is your name Gabby?
Yes.
It's come to my understanding that you had some trouble at the pharmacy the other day.
Yes.
And you're taking some illegal drugs that were not prescribed to you.
Mhm.
Well, today I'm here to teach you about those drugs. So, it appears as if the first drug you took was Valium. Is that correct?
Yes.
Valium, I'm going to tell you about, is a benzodiazepine, which is a class of drugs that are tranquilizers, and they they decrease anxiety.
Well, yeah, that's what I needed. That's why I need to take them.
I understand that, but the problem with these drugs is that they're very addicting. The reason they're addicting is because they're indirect agonists, and they bind at the benzodiazepine site. So the reason they're indirect is because they don't bind directly at the GABA receptor, which is this middle one right here. They bind here at the benzodiazepine site. And because of this, it causes inhibitory effects, which is what a GABA receptor is.
Well, yeah, I know all that. I'm a psych major. I've taken neuroscience class.
So you understand that it's going to decrease motor and brain activity then?
Mhm.
Okay. Well, there's another right here, which is the alcohol, which is where alcohol is affected, and that is what scientists believe is at the barbiturate site. This one right here. So it's also an indirect agonist.
Okay.
And the reason I'm bringing this up is because I heard your roommate was not going to bail you out because she said you drink alcohol a lot.
Yeah.
That's so bad, because with small doses, alcohol decreases anxiety, which I understand would probably be why you take it. But I have suspicions that you don't just take small doses, and that you also have large doses, which affects and causes incoordination and also cell death. So that's very bad. So you said that you're a psych major, and you told me earlier that you took a neuroscience class. So what do you know about THC?
Well, I know it's the main ingredient in marijuana. It's a lipid, endocannabinoid. I'm pretty sure that's at the CD1 receptor, as far as I know, and that those receptors are found at terminal buttons in dopaminergic neurons, so I think it helps release dopamine.
You're right, but these receptors, did you know that they're found all over the brain, and this includes the frontal cortex, the anterior cingulate cortex, basal ganglia, the cerebellum, hypothalamus, and the hippocampus. So it has a lot of wide range effects. Were you aware of that?
I mean, I knew it relaxed me, but
Yeah.
I wasn't aware of all of that.
But the problem with the THC is that it also decreases concentration, memory, and cognition, which changes the effects of other neurotransmitters, and this reinforces the other drug's effects. So you smoking marijuana also caused you to want to take the other drugs that you were taking even more.
Okay.
Well, would you like to come up to the board and review what we spoke about?
Sure. Just label the sites that we talked about?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Okay. Well, this one was the benzodiazepine.
Mm-hmm.
This one is the GABA receptor.
Great.
And this one is the barbiturates and alcohol?
Correct.
Is that good?
Yes, you did very good. So you did very well for today's class, and I think that it'd be a good place to end, and I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
6 months later, Gabby is clean and back to being a straight A student. She knows how to deal with stress and anxiety a lot better.